much. I really appreciate your effort. And by just looking and reading your answers correct, no? Sometimes there is an interplay, okay? Sometimes we are becoming transactional, tapos sometimes we are using the the transformational leadership style. But you know, fellow educators, no, why are we talking, no, in the first part, the introduction of our learning opportunity lesson for today? So why did we start, no, by assessing ourselves and uh classifying if we are transactional or we are transformational? As I mentioned a while ago, there are there's a lot of leadership styles. But the two most common leadership styles that are being used by many administrators and school leader supervisors are transactional, and the other one is transformational. Now, there are two things that we need to understand why we need to really be certain, no? We have to really be certain as to what particular type of leadership, okay, style that we are going to use in our school. First, by identifying our leadership style, it will improve our way of communication and relationship, no, of people in our organization. We have to understand that the kind of leadership style that you are going to use or you are already practicing at present, this will affect the manner on how you relate yourself to your people in terms of communicating your vision. So if you are more on the type of transformational leader, the way you communicate your vision, the way you communicate or deliver the requirements, no, this is more on the inspiring and highly motivating way, 'di ba? Kasi yun yung transformational. And what is important on that, when you are transformational, people will look up to you. People will idolize you because you are doing what you are preaching. Okay? So it will be easy for you to connect to people because you are authentic leader for the reason that you're doing what you are preaching, and that is transformational. So that's the first one. It's all about our effectiveness to communicate and to build our relationship to our people. That's why we have to be very particular and very certain, no, as to what leadership style you are going to use in your school, because it will really affect your manner of communicating and establishing your positive relationship with the people in your organization. Yes, I agree that sometimes we can be transactional, we can be both, okay? But we really have to be faithful in one leadership style. Okay? Kaya nga ang dami-dami, no, dinidefine ng mga academe, ng mga expert, no? They are trying to identify what type of leadership style this leader is using in his or her school, in order for us to really differentiate. Okay? Kasi by differentiating, we can be able to see our strengths, and we can be able also to assess our weaknesses. And those weaknesses, we have to really do something, no, in order to fine tune or to improve those weaknesses. Another thing is the leadership style will help us on how we are going to manage the operation of the school. It's something about strategic management. Okay? So your strategic management, next slide please. The strategic management, okay, this is very important. This is highly influenced of the kind of leadership style possessed or being used by the leader. Okay. Sir John, could you please go to the next slide, please? Thank you very much. So that's the second point, no? The reason why we started, no, our activity by, reflecting if we are transactional or transformational. Because when we implement our plan, okay, when we implement our SBM and SIP, okay, this is part of our strategies. These are the things that highly influence of the type of leadership that we are applying in our. So next, it brought us, or it brings us to the next topic, which is strategic management. So like I said, the way we implement the strategy, okay, under the strategic management, because we have our vision, okay. As a leader, you are transformational because you are visionary. You have the vision, and you would like to that vision to become materialized. And for that to happen, you need to plan, and that is by using what we call strategic management. Okay, so strategic management, it involves planning, right? Planning, monitoring, analyzing, and assessment of all the necessities in our organization for the purpose of realizing and materializing the goals and the vision of our organization. Basically, that is the purpose, no? And the definition of strategic management. So as a leader, if we are transformational, and we should be one, okay, our strategy and our way of managing our people plus the resources in our school and organization should be aligned to the principles, okay, and tenets of being a transformational leaders. Okay. So when we say strategic management, it also focuses on strategies to remain successful. Okay, so these are our plans. Okay, what will be our plan? Is your plan for short term, okay, short term goal, or the plans are intended for the long term goal? Okay, so we are making plans and we are implementing plans, that already, of course, for us to be successfully, meet our targets, goals, and our mission. And strategies are fluid, subject to change because of the environment. We know that how good is the plan. Sometimes there will be challenges, okay, and these challenges are brought by external factors, the environment, the kind of people that we have, the kind of stakeholders that we have. These are challenges sometimes which challenge the plans that we already conceived and prepared. But because we are transformational leader, we are taking the risks, and therefore we are embracing those challenges, and we inspire people to work with us in order to face, no, and have a collaborative solution for those challenges. So that's the beauty of strategic management. Next, please.